Hey guys, welcome to another episode of, you guessed it, Ability Warriors podcast. I forgot what I was doing right now, but anyway, hope y'all are doing well, and today's episode is going to be coming at you from my living room yet again. Because the world is in turmoil right now and doesn't know what to do with their lives. So we're gonna just have some fun, and I'm gonna tell you some recipes that I've come up with, some doomsday apocalypse recipes, because right now it feels like everybody's in turmoil and they don't know what to do with their lives. So I'm gonna give you kind of an online recipe thing that you can follow. So the first one that I've made, and it's a hit, was it's called nugget casserole. So it's basically the nuggets that you get in that $10 bag. And then a full not an 8-ounce can, but whatever that measurement is above that. And I'm not a cook, just a disclaimer. And whatever noodles that you have on hand, and then you either mix it in the slow cooker or you mix it in a regular pot. So you just put those ingredients together, and it's usually red sauce. Sometimes I do white and red, and then you throw some onions and garlic plus powder. By the way, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. Garlic plus powder is the best ever. So you want to do 10 nuggets per person, and about a cup per person, or half a cup even. So if you're feeding, I don't know, like 6 people, you're gonna want 6 cups of noodles, maybe 3. Maybe I'm going overboard. And then some cheese if you have any. Some Parmesan cheese if you're living in the apocalypse era. Yeah. And that's about it for that. That's one of my favorites. One of the people in my life that used to be in my life, she called it the Yum Yum casserole. So that's my recipe for the Yum Yum casserole. Oh, and garlic and oregano. So yeah. The next one is courtesy of one of my past friends. It's a meatloaf with just 3 to 4 ingredients. So it's a pound of ground beef or ground turkey or a ground meat of any kind. And then you don't put an egg in it. You just put soda crackers or breadcrumbs as a binding agent. And then you mold it into the log that it should be, and then you put it in the oven for about, oh, by the way, I made this mistake. You need a loaf pan, and you also do need soda crackers, the ingredients that you need are soda crackers, ketchup, probably like half a bottle, because you put some on the inside and then some on the outside. And then I usually throw some soy sauce in there, and that is it. Boom, done. But if you want to stick to basics, it's just soda crackers or whatever you have on hand and ketchup. So lots and lots of ketchup and onions for flavor, or onion powder as a substitute. And then you put it in the oven. You preheat your oven to 375, 350, depending on how hot your oven gets. And then you let it go for, I think it said 45 to an hour. I would check it after 45 though. So we covered the Yum Yums, which is basically nugget casserole. And we covered the meatloaf. Now let's move on to this new recipe that I came up with. And it is bomb. It's called, one of my attendants told me this. It's called a Buddha bowl. So I did half a cup of rice, 2 handfuls of veggies, whatever you like I did cucumber and I did what is it called? And tomatoes. And yeah. So there's that. And then I put some avocado in it and some tuna for protein. I put maybe half a cup of tuna and half a cup of avocado, and you can get the avocado in the freezer section at your grocery store. It's just the same as regular avocado, except for it doesn't go bad. So yay! So you don't have to go out and get it. So there's that. And then yeah, and then the tuna, and then you can put some feta cheese on it to make it a Mediterranean situation, and then boom, you're done. And that's like number 4, I think. Number 5 would have to be my all-time favorite, which is stuffed peppers, or just stuffed pepper mix. So stuffed pepper mix is like ground beef, about a pound of ground beef, about a cup of instant rice, and by instant I mean like the 5-minute rice, and then we have either the mini peppers or the large peppers. So yeah. So you mix it all together with either, it's your preference, white sauce or red sauce. And you can also throw whole tomatoes in there too. Just for some kick or some depth of flavor. Look at me, I sound all chefy. So yeah. So we covered the meatloaf, we covered the yum yums, which is nugget casserole. We covered the Buddha bowl, which I am so onto right now. And then we covered the stuffed peppers. Or what I would say for the stuffed peppers is however many people you're feeding, double the amount of peppers that you want to get, because people usually want two at least to snack on for leftovers. So always buy more than enough. So then you take the tops off the peppers and you throw them in the oven at around 475 for about, I'd say, 12 to 15 minutes. Check on it, and if it needs an extra 5, pop it back in. Maybe before you pop it back in, you want to melt the cheese on top. And then there you go. So again, we have the yum yums, which is like the easiest meal to make. And then we have the meatloaf, which is a little bit more labor intensive. And then we have the Buddha bowl, which is easy to do. And then the stuffed peppers. So that's what, 5? Help me out, guys. I can't count today. I've been inside for too long. This is what your brain does. Turns to mush. So yeah, those 5. So I'm gonna give you 4 more, or 5 more at least, to make it even. So the next one would be using up the eggs that you have. So I'm gonna start off with my new obsession, which is the egg roll in a bowl. So you take 2/3 a cup of rice. Well, first you take 2 eggs, and this could probably feed 2 people at least. So if you want to double that, you just put 4 eggs, so it'll feed 4 people. So you put an egg in a microwave safe bowl, and then you fill it with 2/3 cup of water, and then 2/3 cup of rice, and a cup of veggies, because I like my veg. And then you throw in your cap full. It says, like, I forget what it says, but you don't go by the directions for that. And then you put your kimchi, if you have any. It's kind of like a paste for Japanese. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Japanese or Korean is kimchi, I think, or Chinese. And then you pop it in the microwave, and this is all uncooked, by the way, except for the rice. Usually use like day-old rice. So you pop it in the microwave for about, I'd say, 3 minutes. Oh, and you have to put plastic wrap over top of the microwave safe bowl to basically, 1, have not a huge mess, and 2, just to make the eggs cook faster in the cooking process. So you pop it in the microwave for about what was it, 3 minutes, and then you can clean up your mess while that's happening. And once you hear the microwave go off, you stir it up, and then you put it in the microwave again for another 3 minutes. And then, oh, I forgot the mushrooms and the bacon or ham or protein of some kind. I would not recommend anything with extra liquid like tuna. So I would recommend like lunch meat, bacon, or lunch meat or bacon. So and that's all before you throw it in for 3 minutes the first time. So you do all that, and then Shazam, you have a meal that is basically support worker proof, so you can't really mess it up. So yeah. So we have the Yum Yums, we have the meatloaf, we have the Buddha bowl, we have the stuffed peppers, we have the egg roll in a bowl. Now let's move on to, if you do the egg roll in a bowl though, you have to make sure that you uncover it after the first time and then put some cheese on it and pop it in the microwave. I keep wanting to say oven for about, I'd say, another 3 minutes. And then you have your egg roll in a bowl. So that will take a total of 9 minutes for one meal. So it's not really that horrible. And the next one we're going to talk about is pigs in a blanket. So pigs in a blanket is really basic. So you take your wieners, your hot dogs, and you unthaw them if they're not already unthawed, and then you what's it called? And then you take the dough out, and apparently, according to one of my caretakers, you take a spoon and go around the edges. Tell me if that's right, you guys, because I'm not too sure. I just whack it on my counter, and then the dough comes out. But there's usually these little lines, and if you can't see them, they're usually pretty textured. So if you feel along I don't know how to explain it. If you feel along the triangles, there's little bumps. So you want to like carefully cut along those bumps or rip along those bumps, and then simply roll your hot dogs / wieners in the mixture, or not in the mixture, in the dough. And this is optional. If you want to make it ooey gooey and delicious, you can also take some cheese and cut it into strips and wrap it up with the hot dog and the wiener wraps themselves. And then there you have it. And if you want to garnish it, you can put parsley and some garlic powder and some chili flakes, and then there you have it. And I always make this dip This is totally optional. So what you do for the dip is you take 2 spoonfuls, heavy-handed spoonfuls of mayo if you like mayo. And then you take some mustard and some ketchup and a little bit of soy sauce. And you mix it all together. And you put chili flakes and then you're ready to serve. I have a couple more recipes for you. Oh, and for this this recipe in particular, you want to do 6 minutes, look at it, observe it, and then do another 6 minutes just so you don't overcook it. And then just keep checking after every 6 minutes until you have your desired tanness. So I'm gonna give you one more, and this is my favorite, for all you seafood lovers out there. And I don't mean the gross seafood eat it type thing. Ew, right? So you want to take probably a 1/4 cup of deveined, detailed shrimp and put it in the frying pan with some oil and butter. I know that's a really fattening combination, but you only live once. So I say, what the hell? Go do it. And then you saute the shrimp and the mushrooms and the veggies of your choice in the same frying pan. And then you boil the water for about 7 minutes depending on your stove. And then at the last possible minute, you put the sauce in with all the goodness that you just made. So you either do a blush sauce or an Alfredo sauce or a red sauce. I definitely personally prefer the red sauce. So, or not the red sauce, sorry, the white sauce, because I got really bad acid reflux. So you want to do that. So yeah, this has been half an hour cooking with amateur yet awesome and fabulous MJ, your fearless leader. And this will probably go up sometime this week because I haven't posted a video in a while. So there is your first 5 or 6. So we did the yum yums, we did the meatloaf, we did the peppers, we did the Buddha bowl, we did the pigs in a blanket, and I think that was it. So there's your first thought. I hope I left you hanging on the edge of your seat. And I will probably post 2 this weekend. So today's Thursday. So I will post one probably tomorrow. Or today's Friday. Wow, this voluntary isolation is making me loopy. So, hope to see you on the flip side, and remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Oh, by the way, you need to go on over and show my friend some love on her channel. You can follow her on Discord at the Minchino Clan. And you can also follow her on her YouTube channel. She does a bunch of gaming podcast hybrids situations that you'll just get a kick out of. She's got a really witty sense of humor, and you all will love it. So go on over, give her some love, tell her I sent you, and yeah, hope you guys like this. I know it's not a video, but at least it's something, right? Hope you all are staying safe and happy and healthy during this crazy time. I will talk to you in a couple days. Alright, love you guys. And I just forgot my channel name. Ability Warrior Leader out. I'm going to binge watch TV now. Okay, bye.